Why empaths don't heal inside traditional therapy. Empaths, treatment resistant or system resistant? Introduction, a false label with real consequences. Disclaimer at the start. I really don't like the word client, patient, or any other emotionally distant label to identify a human being with mental health issues, seeking proper support for their relief. In this video, I will therefore refer to such a human being as guest or empath. Let's go. In modern mental health systems, a disturbing pattern appears again and again. When a guest does not improve within the standardized therapeutic framework, the guest is labeled treatment-resistant, non-compliant, difficult, chronic, complex case. But what if the problem is not the guest? What if the problem is the system? Our reset model reveals a truth the field has avoided. Many so-called treatment-resistant guests are not resistant to healing, they are resistant to systems that fail to understand their emotional architecture. And nobody embodies this better than the empath. Part 1. The label treatment-resistant is systemically misused. The term traditionally meant, this condition does not respond to evidence-based treatment. But in practice it too often means, our methods don't work here. You're too emotional. You don't fit the protocol. You need to adjust to the therapist, not the reverse. You're too complicated for the time slot. Your trauma doesn't match our textbook. Or even, you require depth I'm uncomfortable providing. The empath is then blamed for the system's limitations. Part 2. Why empaths get mistakenly labeled treatment-resistant. Because empaths show a unique pattern, they feel the therapist's emotional state, even when it is unspoken. They sense misattunement immediately, and shut down internally. They need relational depth, which many therapists are not trained to give. They require emotional co-regulation, not cognitive restructuring alone. Their trauma is intrapsychic and relational, not behavioral. They absorb the therapist's projections, and blame themselves for not improving. They cannot progress inside a system that invalidates their emotional reality. This is not resistance. This is intelligence. The empath's nervous system simply refuses to heal in an environment that feels unsafe, superficial, or emotionally absent. Part 3. The system is built for externalizers, not internalizers. Psychotherapy, psychiatry, and psychology were structurally designed to treat externalized trauma patterns, aggression, impulsivity, acting out, rage, disruptive behavior, instability, manipulation. These patterns indeed demand attention, they create chaos. The empath's trauma is, however, internalized, overthinking, self-blame, emotional absorption, fawn response, chronic exhaustion, boundary collapse, suppressed anger, invisible suffering. The system is blind to internalizers unless they become visibly depressed, suicidal, or dysfunctional. Thus, empaths aren't resistant to treatment, the system is resistant to treating internalizers. Part 4. Standard therapy models are not built for empath neurobiology. Traditional modalities rely on cognitive reframing, neutrality, emotional distance, interpretation, professional detachment, protocol-based interventions. But empaths need attunement, warmth, relational honesty, depth, co-regulation, mirrored safety, emotional clarity, boundary reconstruction, identity repair. These needs are legitimate. They are trauma-informed. They are rooted in attachment science. But the system calls them dependency, neediness, resistance, splitting, transference issues. The empath is punished for requiring the very conditions that produce healing. Part 5. The empath exposes the system's emotional deficit. This is the part that stings. Empaths reveal the therapist's emotional limitations. They unconsciously feel when the therapist disconnects, intellectualizes, becomes defensive, hides behind theory, avoids their own pain, cannot meet emotional depth, is uncomfortable with vulnerability, lacks self-awareness. Instead of adapting to the empath's needs, the system labels the empath resistant. This protects the clinician's ego, not the client's healing. Part 6. Resets position. There is no such thing as a treatment-resistant empath. Our reset model reframes the entire equation. The empath is not resistant, the system is incompatible. The empath is not difficult, the environment is emotionally unsafe. The empath is not chronic, the approach is insufficient. The empath does not sabotage treatment, the treatment sabotages the empath. Empaths heal rapidly when given the right relational conditions, as we continually see in our personal retreats on Tenerife. Because the empath's emotional system is built for resonance, truth, authenticity, emotional presence, relational repair, inner peace state, IPS, self-alignment. They simply cannot heal inside a structure that feels cold, detached, rigid, hierarchical, emotionally flat, cognitive only, dismissive, invalidating. Our reset model gives them what the system withheld: real emotional safety, a map of their identity, permission to feel, tools to disentangle from the trauma ego, recognition of their empath architecture, a path out of fawn and collapse, reconnection with IPS, the inner peace state. This is not resistance. This is finally experiencing the right environment. Conclusion: the empath is not resisting treatment. The empath is explaining what treatment is missing. The empath becomes the diagnostic instrument that exposes emotional gaps in therapy, relational deficits in clinicians, systemic blind spots, outdated models, missing attunement skills, attachment unaware approaches, the avoidant mother field of psychology, the overdominant father field of objective science. The empath is not the problem. They are the signal. Our reset model names the truth the field has avoided for decades. Empaths do not resist treatment. Empaths resist misattunement. Empaths resist superficiality. Empaths resist emotional absence. Empaths resist being unseen. Empaths resist systems that replicate the trauma they came here to heal. The empath is not treatment resistant. The system is empath resistant. And that ends here.